Chapter 30. I'd seen a man snake-bit before, a pasty-skinned birdwatcher from Minnesota, a retired attorney we took on a day trip. He was chasing a blue heron we'd seen flap and croak away. Dad was always impatient with birdwatchers, but more so with this man than usual. He'd ignored everything we'd said that day regarding his safety. Dad told him there would be other herons and not to get out of the boat. But he didn't listen. He held his eyeglasses with one hand and clutched his camera with the other, and left the boat sweating and thrashing into a steamy thicket. We stayed behind and drank some water and waited. A moment later, we heard him deep in the underbrush screaming like a girl. "He's probably up to his waist in mud," Dad said to me. "Got a big banana spider on it, a big banana spider on his face." I smiled. Dad and I often joked about banana spiders. They were an evil black and yellow color and grew as big as my hand. They always seemed to string their webs right where a person wanted to walk, sometimes two or more clinging to the same web. Although they weren't poisonous, that didn't help matters when you passed through a sticky mess of them and felt them crawling over your neck and face. "You want me to go help him?" I asked. Dad frowned and started to stand. He sighed. "Nah, I'll check on him." Dad took his time capping the thermos and replacing it in the cooler. Before he was done, we heard the attorney crashing towards us through the palmetto. He reappeared at the water's edge, his glasses gone, bright red streaks of briar tears across his face. He held his arm and stared at us with a look of horror. "I've been bitten by a viper," he said in disbelief. I looked at Dad. He didn't seem immediately alarmed. The man had been overreacting to things all day. We helped him into the boat, and he showed us the 2 fang marks on the muscle of his forearm. "What did the snake look like?" Dad asked him. "It was black and thick." "Are you sure it was venomous?" "What?" the birder said. "I don't know anything about vipers." There's snake venom in your bloodstream, possibly enough to kill you. The more you move, the more you talk, the faster your heart pumps it through your entire body. It's already eating at the muscle tissue in your arm. If you're lucky, they won't have to amputate it. The birder swallowed and didn't answer. "So turn around, face forward, and shut up." The birder nodded like a child and slowly turned in his seat. I didn't hear him speak again. We got him to the landing where Curly himself was waiting to take him away. After they left, Dad told me he'd probably try and sue us. He never did, but the doctor had to cut off the birder's arm at the elbow.